welcome to IMTV. In this video, we will discuss the topic of residence permits and the important information related to them. Please listen carefully to the video, especially to the last part, or skip to the chapters that interest you. Now, let's get started. New students. Firstly, welcome new students to our university and to Hungary. As you probably already know, once you arrive in Hungary, you must get your residence permit as soon as possible. It is a crucial step as you can only stay and study in Hungary if you have one. The residence permit is also necessary for many other official steps, such as applying for a Thai card. The application for residence permit is divided into two categories, depending whether you have entered the country with or without a visa. Now let's break down these two categories in more detail. Students who arrive with D-type visa. There is a strict deadline for you on how long you can stay in the country without a residence permit. You are obligated to have it within 30 days of crossing the borders of the Schengen area. Otherwise, you might get expelled from within its borders. You will receive your residence permit from the university at the CAO, which is the Central Academic Office. You will be informed in advance by email of the possible date of collection. We urge you to promptly pick up your permit upon receiving this notification. After you picked up your residence permit, you have to apply for an address card. You can find the link in the description on. Now let's see what the process looks like for students who arrive without a visa. The list below shows the countries which you can enter Hungary from without a visa. There is a strict deadline for you too on how long you can stay in the country without a residence permit. You are obligated to have it within 90 days of crossing the borders of the Schengen area. Otherwise, you might get expelled from within its borders. Your total stay in the Schengen area must be no longer than 90 days in every 180 days. It does not matter how many countries you visit. The 180-day period keeps rolling. This also means that these 90 days will be refilled after a while, so it is important to take this into account, for example, when your residence permit is about to expire. For you, the application process is very similar to the renewal of a residence permit, except for the documents you need to submit. You can find all the links to the documents you need in the description. The documents required for the first application are an application form, a good quality passport size photo, Appendix 14 filled in, your letter of award as proof of your monthly stipend, and for fee-paying students, proof of payment of your tuition fees and proof of health insurance. A student status certificate, which you can get through a request from NAFTA, or PhD students have to visit the dean's office of their faculty but do not have to meet the dean. Scanned images of all pages in your passport, filled in application reporting form, proof of your address. If you live in a dorm, you get the certificate from your dorm. They provide you with accommodation, and if you live in an apartment, your rental agreement is fine for this. For more information on the application process, watch next chapter. Renewal. You must submit your application 45 to 50 days before your current card expires. Please note that the expiration date of your Thai card is usually the same as of your residence permit. Also, to renew your residence permit, you must have valid health insurance, so you should start the process by renewing your residence permit before your Thai card expires. The Immigration Office developed an online platform for processing your application. Hence, you can upload your documents to Enterhungary. The platform will ask you multiple questions, and we assembled a guide for you to use. The guide is described in detail in the next chapter. You will need to prepare the documents listed below for the online application. An application form filled in, a good quality passport size photo, your letter of award as proof of your monthly stipend, and for fee-paying students, proof of payment of your tuition fees and proof of health insurance. Proof of comprehensive health insurance, which means your Thai card, and you can also upload your Groupama contact or your letter of award as proof of having access to healthcare. Transcript of your academic records. a student status certificate, which bachelor's and master's students can pick up at the CAO, and PhD students should visit the dean's office of their faculty. Scan the images of all pages in your passport, even the empty ones. A filled and accommodation reporting form. Proof of your address. If you live in a dorm, get a certificate from the dorm that you live in, and if you live in an apartment, your rental agreement. If you are on an extension semester, you are not eligible for the scholarship and housing allowance. Therefore, proof of means of sustenance is required at the time of application. You can prove it by uploading one of the following documents: new bank balance or parents' financial support letter. You should remember that you will be asked to go to the immigration office in person to get your biometric data taken. Your application will be deleted if you don't attend the office within 15 days after the notification. Currently, you can visit the immigration office without an appointment. Their address is Szegedi út 35-37, Budapest 1135. If you want to avoid waiting in line, you can book an appointment after registering at the website of the immigration office. When you go, please bring your passport with you. Otherwise, you will have to repeat the procedure. If your residence permit expires, but the decision has not been made to grant the renewal, the immigration office may offer a certificate of temporary residence until the decision is made. This document entitles the holder exclusively to residence in the territory of Hungary and not to exit or re-entry. The certificate ceases to be valid upon departure and must be handed in upon exit. Registration to enter Hungary. Now I'm going to walk you through our step-by-step guide on how to register. Firstly, choose the English language in the right upper corner by the tiny flag. After that, scroll a bit down and choose You are acting as a private person. After that, in the registration area, choose I act as a private individual in my own case and fill out with your data. After that, you will receive an email so you can set your password. Click on the link and choose your password. After you set your password, sign in with your new account. Click on My Cases and choose New Application. After that, choose Application for Residence Permit and then Study or Student Mobility. I declare that the procedure is exempt of fee. Choose Yes if you are an SH or an SCY student, and No if you're not. Extension of the residence permit. Choose Yes if you have had a residence permit before, and No if you're applying for the first time. Place of entry. If you came through the airport, it should be Liszt Ferenc International Airport, and choose the date of your arrival. Then fill out with your data. At the level of education, choose secondary if you have a high school diploma, and theory if you have a bachelor's or a higher level degree already. At vocational qualification, state none if you have none. Then fill out the details of your passport. Your passport number is the one in the right upper corner. After that, fill out with your address of your dormitory or apartment in Budapest. At conditions of comprehensive health insurance, choose I have comprehensive health insurance, but please note that only SH or SCY students are entitled to use the Hungarian healthcare system, and regular free-paying students have to arrange it for themselves. Conditions of returning or traveling onward, please choose passport. If you have your spouse or children with you, please provide information about them as well. Then add your local address back at home. About other details, please choose the answers that suit you most. Plan duration and reasons of stay. You can find the end of date of your studies on your letter of award. If you want to receive the issued document at your accommodation, you should choose the postal option. Otherwise, you have to visit the immigration office in person to get it. And after that, please press the Save button. If you forgot to fill out a compulsory field, the website will scroll you back automatically and tell you what to do. Then edit the study or student mobility sheet. Legal basis of the application. Choose continuing studies. Details of the host institution. Write as it is stated in this guide. Name of institution is Budapesti Műszaki and Gazdaságtudományi Egyetem. Town, Budapest. Type of public place, wharf. Type of training for pre-engineering students. Choose preparatory training and further training. For bachelor students, choose undergraduate training and further training. And for master's or PhD students, choose undergraduate training and tertiary graduate. Postal code, choose 1111. Name of public place, Műegyetem. House number 3. About previous education level. Please fill in the data of your home university or high school that you attended before. Then fill out what languages do you speak and at what level. Details related to the applicant's subsistence in Hungary. In your livelihood is provided by. Choose scholarship if you are an SH or SCY student, and at regular students, choose applicant or family member, and then press the Save. Then, application for residence permit, study or student mobility, notification of accommodation change. At this page, upload every page of your passport. And at the signed application with photo, you can download the application form from our website and print it, fill it out, and scan it with your photo attached to the designated blank space. Documents provided: the comprehensive health insurance services, copy of your social insurance card issued by the Hungarian authorities. If it's your first application, leave this one empty. If it's your renewal, upload your Thai card. Business health insurance policy entitling the applicant to use comprehensive health insurance services, and the document confirming the payment of the insurance premium. If you have travel insurance, upload the certificate. Certificate of scholarship is your letter of award. Documents clarifying the purpose of residence. In case of continuing studies, for this one, upload your student status certificate. Document confirming the payment of the tuition fee. This one is only necessary for fee-paying students. Document certifying the study progress issued by the Education Institute. This is for renewal. Get the transcript of your studies at the CAO. And optional documents. Upload a filled-in accommodation reporting form signed by your accommodator and you. If you live in an apartment, photocopy of your rental agreement and properly deed. And if you live in a dormitory, certificate from the dormitory. After that, submit your application. If you forgot to upload a document, the immigration office is going to send you an email asking for the missing papers. In this case, upload the required documents under the to-do list. How to contact the immigration office. If you have a specific question about your own application, you must go to the immigration office in person, as personal information cannot be given out elsewhere. You can visit them during their office hours. You can book an appointment after registering at the website of the immigration office. If you want to book an appointment, please do so as soon as possible, as the number of appointments are limited. If you cannot book an appointment, you can visit the immigration office without one, but you might have to wait longer. We advise going there early, right before opening. The address is Szegedi út 35-37, Budapest 1135. Enter from the side of the building at the bus stop on Rettai út, Ferenc utca. Office hours for foreign students are listed here from Monday to Friday. If you contact them with a more general question, you can write to their email addresses or call their customer service line. In our experience, the second option is faster and the operators also speak in English. You can find all email addresses and phone numbers in the description. Lost or stolen residence permit. The first thing you have to do is report the case to the police. If you are in Budapest, go to any police station under Kapitányságok. If you lose your residence permit outside Hungary, you should report the case to the nearest police station. In order to return to Hungary, you need to contact the closest Hungarian embassy or consulate to request a certificate. Alternatively, you will need to apply for a D-type visa, just like you did when you first came back to Hungary. Please note, once you report the loss of your residence permit, the document will be cancelled and searched by the police. If you find your residence permit, you must hand it to the police and use your new document that you receive in the immigration office. If you were to use the cancelled residence permit, in case of a police check or border crossing, the police could charge you with the misuse of documents. After that, visit the immigration office. When you go, please bring all the necessary documents with you, otherwise you will have to repeat the procedure. The checklist is a police report, valid passport, photograph, completed form, and for fee-paying students, there is a procedural fee of 10,000 forints, which must be paid in duty stamps in Hungarian illetékbélyeg, which is available in any post office. You can learn more about the process on the website of the immigration office. For transfer students must reapply for a residence permit at their new university even if their current one has not expired, as a residence permit for study purposes is tied to a specific university. If the student status with the university is terminated, the residence permit will be invalidated by the immigration office. Is your residence permit valid during a passive semester? Sadly, the answer is no. It's an important piece of information that a residence permit for study purposes is also invalid during a passive semester. You must apply for a different type of residence permit during that period. We hope you found this video useful. If you are confused about some of the requirements or procedures, do not hesitate to contact us at imt.documents@bma.hu, and of course, get the Thai card. See you in the next video.